Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cartridge Twins, where today we're going to talk about an iconic Game Boy game, and a game that is the first in its series, and that is Kirby's Dream Land. Kirby's Dream Land is a top tier Game Boy game. I would put it as probably my third most played Game Boy game back when I was a kid, behind Link's Awakening, Ken Griffey Jr.'s Baseball, and then Kirby. It is so good. It's a little on the easier side, like a lot of Kirby games, but this time, he hasn't even been a pink ball yet. He's white. He doesn't steal copy abilities, but he does still eat a lot of enemies, which always had me wondering, is Kirby a cannibal? And is it progression if a cannibal uses a fork? I don't know. Anyway, let's jump into Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. Released in 1992 by HAL Laboratory, Kirby's Dream Land was a groundbreaking game that introduced us to the adorable, almost pink puffball named Kirby. With its charming visuals and innovative gameplay, this title became a fan favorite and laid the foundation for the beloved Kirby franchise. A little about the gameplay in this one. Unlike later entries in the series, as I mentioned earlier, Kirby couldn't copy enemy abilities. Instead, you did still rely on inhaling them to kill them, or get some of that air collected in you and shoot it back out at them. Sometimes you'd even inhale some apple-looking things and shoot it back at the bosses. But no copy abilities here, but it was still a blast to navigate through these levels. Considering the hardware limitations of the Game Boy, Kirby's Dream Land managed to deliver vibrant and visually appealing graphics somehow. The detailed sprites, I think, are the biggest part of bringing Kirby's Dream Land to life. Plus, the soundtrack is so catchy. Composed by Jun Ishikawa, it became an instant classic, creating a memorable gaming experience. And if you haven't listened to the soundtrack, guess what? We've got it. Go check it out. The game features 5 distinct levels, each with its own theme and set of challenges. The level design strikes a balance between accessibility for new players and providing a bit of a challenge for seasoned gamers. Though again, as with most Kirby games, it is on the easier side, especially for the time when this one came out and we were still dealing with games that were NES hard. One of the highlights for Kirby's Dream Land for me is its memorable boss fights. From the iconic Wispy Woods to the menacing King Dedede, each encounter is unique and it requires some strategic thinking. The combination of creative design and engaging mechanics made these battles unforgettable. You gotta keep in mind, this was on the original Game Boy. What an awesome game just to be packed in to such a small cartridge with those limitations. Kirby's Dream Land left a lasting impact on the gaming industry, it is clear. Its success paved the way for numerous sequels and spin-offs, turning Kirby into one of Nintendo's most recognizable characters. The game's influence can still be seen in modern platformers and character-driven titles. The only Kirby game that I've played through that I enjoyed more than Dream Land is Kirby and the Forgotten Land on the Nintendo Switch. So there it is, a quick little retrospective on the original Game Boy's Kirby's Dream Land. What a great Game Boy game. If you haven't tried it, what are you waiting for? It's on the Nintendo Switch Online. Try it out. It's a pretty short game. I think the playtime is around 45 minutes if you kind of know what you're doing. Like I said, it's not that hard of a game, so give it a shot. And if you like Kirby's Dream Land, hey, let me know about it. If there are way better Kirby games that you recommend I play, leave a comment. And as always, remember, without video games, things do not seem to go as well.